The St. Lucia Hotel and Tourism Association, in collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism and the St. Lucia Tourist Board, is continuing efforts at formalizing the operation of small properties on the island. Officials are holding discussions with operators in the north and south of the island on the branding strategy and setting of standards in the sector. The Executive Vice President of the SLHTA, Nuranzi Aziz, says small properties must embrace the reality that collectively they can overcome challenges. The SLHTA has for several years now been trying to market small properties under the brand Hidden Gems of St. Lucia.
Some of the issues perhaps in bulk purchasing, reducing the cost, some of the issues regarding access to insurance through the SLHTA group medical insurance plan that's now on the table, possibilities of reducing the cost of marketing for some of the various properties, and strengthening their presence in the international arena, helping them to be able to attend a lot more of these overseas trade shows, as well as to make more effective use of the opportunities available through social media marketing, and to make sure that they have that type of visibility online, because all these are key considerations for the small properties today, and they are a very important part of the tourism product. So it's very important for us that we reach out and have that conversation with them as to what the priorities are and how we can more readily address it. I'm very encouraged by the discussion on bringing them together underneath one umbrella brand, the Hidden Gems of St. Lucia, and looking at how we can get that brand greater publicity internationally and to help the properties to raise the bar, raise their standards. So
Mr. Aziz notes that small properties bring a different experience to vacationers, offering them an opportunity to immerse themselves in the culture of the island.
There have been many attempts at reaching out to the small properties over the past year or so to get a better idea of why there has not been greater dialogue among that subsector, why there has not been greater activity and initiative within that subsector. And we're mindful of their constraints. Cash is a constraint, human resource availability is a constraint for many of these properties. The owners are the chief cooks and the bottle washers. They do everything on the property. They probably have 2 or 3 people working with them, right? So all these were challenges that we've really had to get to become more aware and sensitive to, and to look at how we can work within those constraints to really provide them with the support that they need.
It is becoming increasingly important for small properties to ensure that clients receive value for money and are hosted in safe and secure environments. As it stands, it is difficult for the tourism authorities to monitor the sector because the vast majority of small properties are not registered.
I fear that the challenge is greater than we think it is right now. So we've got to do a proper assessment of it. But once we have a fair assessment, a fair sense of what is available for sale out there on the market, then we can do a better, a more detailed study of what they require to ensure that they meet certain standards. And if they do, get them registered, get them licensed so that we can continue to monitor the standards, so that we can help them to market their product, so that we can help them to grow their profitability, so that we can help them to get their human resource competencies or their skills competencies upgraded, because we're really trying to get them to maximize the opportunities presented by tourism right now. But we can't do that if they're operating under the radar.
The SLHTA head says the organization is not interested in shutting down operators, but rather help them attain acceptable international standards.